Sophomore, number 33, Jason Litz. Sophomore, number 34, Reed Freetag. And finally, sophomore, number 42, Macon Kessler. Assistant coaches for the Rockets are Craig Crocher and Chuck Thomas. Their head coach is Bo Freetag. And now, the starting lineups for your Macomb Bombers. Starting at guard, a 5'7" sophomore, number 3, Malachi Conley. A forward, 6' sophomore, number 11, Braden Holthouse. Also starting at forward, 5'9" sophomore, number 33, Jeffrey Lee. And at guard, 5'10" freshman, number 10, Drew Watson. And last but not least, your starting center, 6'2" sophomore, number 35, Langdon Lambert.
Welcome into TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. My name is Luke Little, and I'll be your guys' commentator today for the JV and varsity battle between the Rushville-Industry High School Rockets and Macomb High Bombers. We got our tip-off right now. Number 42, Macon Kessler versus Braden Holthouse. The Rockets get it, but seems to be some confusion happening right here, and they're going to do the jump all over again. This time Holthouse gets it, and Macomb Bombers have the ball to start the game. Bombers swinging the ball around up top. Lee with the ball, passes it over to number 3, Malachi Conley, excuse me, sorry. Bombers looking for an open shot. Drew Watson with the ball. We got Grant on the camera today for a shot by Holthouse, and he misses, but the rebound by Lambert tip doesn't go in, and then the Rockets get the ball. Just got a foul. That was on number 10, Drew Watson. Rockets pass it in. Looking for a shot in the corner. He shoots it, no foul call. Rebound by number 3, Malachi Conley. Driving up, we got 7 minutes left in the game right now, in the first quarter. Sorry, excuse me. Bombers doing the same thing they did last possession, swinging the ball around, looking for an open shot. Holthouse with the shot, and that's the first points of the game. First points for the Bombers. Bombers take a 2-point lead. Rockets with the ball in the corner. Conley with some good defense down to Lee. The shot, and there's the foul call. It's going to be on number 33, Jeffrey Lee. It's not going to be on the shot, however, and the Rockets are going to have to throw it in out of bounds. Rockets stuck with the ball, and they get a 5-second called on them. Good defense by the Macomb Bombers right there to get the ball back. We got 6:25 left in the first quarter. Holthouse with the only points of the game, bringing up the ball right now. Rockets seem to be playing, could be wrong here, but possibly a 3-2 defense on the Bombers. Bombers just swinging around, looking for something open in the middle or outside. There's a shot by Holthouse, and he misses. Rebound by the Rockets. Number 34, Reed Freetag, bringing up the ball. Sorry if I mispronounce your name, sir. Rockets pass it down low, the shot, and he misses right off. Rolls a little bit. Drew Watson with the rebound, bringing the ball up for the Bombers. Looks down, passes it to Holthouse, who gets the alley-oop. Drew Watson to Braden Holthouse. Nice pass by Watson, nice shot by Holthouse there. Oh, no foul call. Riley just seemed to fall over. It's shot. Wow, they're playing rough today. Refs are letting them play. Bombers get the ball back in. It's taken away by the Rockets. Rockets bringing up the ball. They pass it down low. Gives it to the post. And there's an and one for the Rockets. Hopefully get a three-point play out of this. Sorry, my score was off. Oh, score was right. It just confused me. Said that I only had 2 up there, but I have 6. And he makes the shot.
It'll do that to you, by the way.
Oh, thank you, yeah.
Scoreboard sometimes does not keep up very well.
Yeah, we got Dwayne Hulett with us today, helping me out, helping me with my first game. So that'll be some needed commentary from him.
Probably not needed, but.
Yeah. 3 miss. Braden Holthouse with another basket. Braden Holthouse has 6 points now in the game for the Bombers. Rockets with the ball over in the corner. Bombers are playing a man defense on the Rockets right now. They've done pretty well so far, although the refs have been getting them a little physical so far in the game. We got 4 minutes left in the first. The pass down to the post, and the shot goes in for number 42, Macon Kessler, his first basket of the game. Your score is 6-5 Bombers, in case your guys' scoreboard is wrong. Lying to you. Should be right. I'm getting a little freaked out. Bombers with the ball.
It just takes a second to update sometimes.
Malachi with the 3. He misses. Nice save by Lambert. Throws it back in. Holthouse with the rebound. Shoots it, and it goes in again for Braden Holthouse.
Holthouse is winning right now, 8-5.
Yeah, this is quite a game from Holthouse versus the Rockets. Good defense by Malachi Conley, but he gets called for the foul. That is the 3rd team foul for the Macomb High Bombers. Rockets looking for another pass in. Finally get it back in. The drive and the shot, and he misses. Rebound goes around and finally gets secured by Langdon Lambert. Passes it to Drew Watson, who brings it up. Passes it to Holthouse in the 3. He fakes, drives, makes another shot. Braden Holthouse is having himself a quarter right now with 10 points with 3 minutes left in the first.
He scored 31 points in the first game of the year for the sophomore team.
Him and Drew Watson seem to be the scoring leaders for the team so far this year, both playing really well. Down to the middle. Malachi with the layup misses, but he gets the foul call, and he'll get 2 shots at the line. Foul is on, I'm not quite sure who.
Foul's on number 34, Reed Freetag, his first. Team's first.
Yep. And he misses his first shot, Malachi Conley. Excuse me, I was incorrect earlier. The Macomb High Bombers have 4 team fouls instead of 3. Malachi with the free throw, and he makes the shot, his first points of the game. And finally, the Bombers have points on the board that aren't from Braden Holthouse. Got a substitution into the game for the Bombers. They're pressing already. And the Rockets lose the ball. That's a turnover by number 34, Reed Freetag. Freetag. I'm sorry. I did pronounce that wrong earlier. I'm sorry if I...
Oh, if that's the only thing you do wrong, you're having a good day.
Oh, well, we're only, 5 minutes and 30 seconds into the game so far, so...
That's what I'd say. That's all we do wrong today. We're having a good day. My day's already been worse than that.
My day hasn't been so bad so far. I'm on break right now. That's almost an over and back for the Bombers, but saved by Holthouse. Holthouse with another 3. That one seems to get tipped.
That was blocked by Ian Escapa.
Rockets bringing up the ball, hoping to get some points. We got 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Passes it over to 21. Ian Escapa gives it back out to Escapa. The three by the Rockets. Bang, he hits it. That's number 34, Reed Freitag. Got it that time, man.
Look at that.
Look at me go.
You're all over it.
The shot by number 40, and it goes in. That's Braden Scalf. Nice little jumper from him.
Somebody besides Holthouse is scoring for the Bombers now. Malachi Conley has 1, and Scalf has 2 to go along with Holthouse's 10.
Holthouse playing really well so far in the first half scoring-wise, and that's another turnover by the Rockets.
And I didn't even see who that was down there. It was Macon Kessler. Had a wide open look at the basket because he posted up, and Holthouse actually left him.
He was looking the wrong way.
Nobody guarding Kessler, and the pass was a little outside of his reach, but he was wide open for an easy jump shot from the block. And
just a miscue by the Rockets there. Another shot by Holthouse, and that one's off. Rebounded. Not rebounded, sorry, excuse me. That's going to be.
Going to stay with the Bombers.
Going to stay with the Bombers. That's an interesting call, I guess. Maybe.
Well, Scalf was down there, but he had, I think it was Freitag underneath him, literally, and it knocked it away, I think. I mean, he was literally underneath.
Bombers with the ball. Shot by Holthouse. That's a 3, and that's a sports corner 3 for Braden Holthouse. He now has 13 in the game. Only in the first quarter.
He's well on his way to his 31, but he probably won't play that much tonight, I don't think, of the game. Of course, the game's not really that out of hand at all here. It's only 16-8 with 45 seconds to go in the first quarter.
A nice steal by Braden Holthouse. Another turnover for the Rockets. Up to Drew Watson for the fast break layup, and that is in for Connor Watson, his first points of the game. Drew Watson, sorry, I was thinking of his brother.
I do the same thing, don't feel bad.
Man, I'm messing up. Another steal by Braden Holthouse, who gets the fast break for himself this time.
Another assist, nope.
Right. Off of number 1 for
Jagger Bartlett.
Yep, Jagger Bartlett.
Holthouse probably could have went to the rack with that. I think he had the size advantage. He probably could have put that up.
I think he should have just dunked it,
I don't know if he has that much of a size advantage.
Another 3 for Holthouse, and he hits another 3. That's a sports corner 3 for Braden Holthouse.
16 for him in a quarter.
Having himself a quarter right now.
Freitag, boy, he got hammered.
Yeah, the refs are deciding not to call anything, and that's a bucket for Jagger Bartlett, his first points of the game.
Half-court 3.
No!
Rim.
Woo! Man, if that would have went in, Holthouse, they should just call the game if that would have went in.
Dead on straight. So we'll take a break here on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. We'll be back in about 30 seconds.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I told about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Welcome back to Macomb High School. We got the Rushville-Industry Rockets with 10 points and the Macomb High Bombers with 21. Braden Holthouse leading the way so far with 16 points. He's having himself a heck of a game so far. The Macomb High Bombers got 14 fouls right now heading into the second quarter, while the Rockets only have 1. The Rockets have had a lot of turnovers so far, so we'll see if they can clean that up in this corner. Both teams coming out of their huddles right now to start the second quarter of our JV match. So, for people watching, please put in the chat where you guys are watching from. I like to see where people are watching from, get to know people a little better, see if you guys are enjoying this. That's a shot. Oh, right off the front of the rim. Fight for the ball, and that's a jump ball.
I don't think that was a shot.
Yeah, it might have been a pass down low. The ball possession is to the Bombers, so Holthouse passing it in to Drew Watson. They might count it as a shot, but I don't think it was.
Yeah, I'm pretty positive that was actually a pass. Just a little high.
He could have. I think he might have been hoping he would get lucky and it would go in once he saw it release his hand. Nice dribbling by Malachi Conley. Over to Holthouse for another three. And just off. Rebound by the Rockets. Bringing it up the court. Stops. Conley with the steal. Gets it. Fast break for Conley. Nice, easy right-hand layup for Conley. That's his third point of the game. He has 3 points now in the game. Rockets with the ball again. The drive and the shot, and he misses. That's number 13, Rylan Reimolds.
And Reimolds gets the shot back up and in after it was tipped around and came back to him.
That's Reimolds' 5th point of the game. He's leading the way so far for the Rockets.
Watson going to take a look at a three.
And he hits it. Drew Watson's first three of the game.
A sports corner three at that. Another look down low.
And
this time to 23, who we don't have on our roster.
Langdon Lambert with the rebound. Drew Watson with the pass over to, Braden Holthouse with the turnover.
Tried to spin move and the spin, but he forgot to take the ball with him. There's a shot up and in by Macon Kessler. So the Bombers had opened this up to a 16-point lead. 4 straight points, though, for the Rockets. Chance here to bring it back down to 10 if they can get a stop here.
Down to Lambert, out to Drew Watson for the three. He misses, rebounded by Holthouse. Gives it back to Drew Watson, drives into the lane. And an unerrant turnover from Drew Watson. That'll be an over and back in the Rockets' ball.
Actually not a turnover because they did get a shot in that possession.
Oh, okay.
So as long as you get a shot in a possession, it's not a turnover.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, that's new to me. I played basketball a while, and I never knew that was a rule.
Yeah. Once you get a shot, the whole point is getting a shot. There's a drive off, no good. But the whole point is getting this first shot.
Number 23.
I think it's Hunter Triplett, a junior.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have him on our roster.
But he's on the varsity roster.
Okay.
So I'm going to say it's Hunter Triplett.
Number 11, Braden Holthouse.
That'll be Braden Holthouse's first of the game, team's 5th.
And a timeout on the floor charged to the Bombers. It's going to be a full or 30. I don't know what they're doing. If they're setting or standing, they're staying. So it's a 30-second timeout. Go ahead and do a live read.
The Old Dairy, located at 210 South Lafayette Street, Macomb, Illinois, serving soup, salads, sandwiches, homemade dessert, Blue Bunny ice cream, and a full-service coffee bar. Breakfast served all day and free Wi-Fi. Visit them online at www.olddairy.com. Call 309-837-6700 for your takeout. The Old Dairy in Macomb. I've been there a little bit. In the Old Dairy, they have some good dessert. It's
their dessert is. I can't go there a whole lot, or I'd be 2 times bigger than I am, and I'm already too big. So we don't want that to happen.
To the line for the Rockets, number 23, Hunter Triplett.
It is Hunter Triplett.
It is Hunter Triplett.
Deductive reasoning. First free throw is good for Triplett. 5:22 to go in the first half. 26-15, a chance to make it a 10-point lead. If he gets this, it'll be a 6-0 run for the Rockets.
Shot by Triplett, and it goes in. Triplett made both free throws on his first journey to the line. The corner three by Conley, and he hits it. That's a sports corner three for Malachi Conley.
And that brings that 6-0 run to an end for the Rockets.
Langdon Lambert on the ball right now. Passes it inside the Rockets. And that's a turnover again by the Rockets. Drew Watson with the layup, and he gets it. Drew Watson gets himself some more points. That'll put him up to 7. Bombers pressing, and they get a turnover. Langdon Lambert with the shot, and he misses the fast break layup.
Left it short, didn't he?
Yep.
Triplett with the left hand.
Nice basket by Hunter Triplett.
He's got 4 points.
Bombers passing the ball around. They've had some pretty good offense, mainly coming from Langdon Lambert. Not Langdon Lambert, excuse me, Braden Holthouse so far in this game. Conley trying to block the shot. That shot goes in for number 13, Rylan Reimolds. Excuse me, as I was saying earlier, Braden Holthouse, who had 16 in the first quarter, but it's been quiet so far in the second.
This quarter is going much faster than the first quarter.
Yeah, it is. Less fouls, I think, is one thing. There's only been 1 foul so far in the second quarter. We got 3:23 left in the second.
Conley, another sports corner 3, nailed it.
Conley shooting the ball well so far from 3. It's his second of the game. Rockets with the sports corner 3. It misses off the front of the rim. Drew Watson with the rebound, bringing it up the court. Over to Braden Holthouse, who gets stripped when he's trying to go up. And that'll be out of bounds on the Rockets.
Good defense by Jordan McGinnis right there as he reached around and swiped it away. Escapa checking back in. And also in for the Bombers, number 42.
Number 42, Macon Kessler.
Emmett Beck for Macomb.
See, messing up names, that's my biggest problem so far today.
Beck has it tipped away. Well. That's why you got to practice, right?
That's why I got to practice.
Oh, Cooper Hobson's in for the first time, too.
And he gets his first make.
First bucket.
1 for 1. Cooper Hobson. Sorry, excuse me. Again, names.
Free tag, stole it, and then got it knocked away by Holthouse out of bounds. Possession stays with the Rockets. Free tagged inbound now.
Got 2:25 left in the second quarter before we go to half. Open shot for 3, sports corner 3, and he misses off the back of the iron. The rebound by Triplett, and he gets it. Triplett. Man, they're not coming.
Holthouse. Beck.
Back to Watson. Drives into the lane.
Nice up and under move.
Nice layup, but it misses. Left it a little short. That's going to be a jump ball possession.
To the Rockets.
The Rockets. We got 2:01 now. We got number 33 for the Rockets. That'll be Jason Klitz coming into the game for number 42, Macon Kessler. Bombers pressing again. They've been pressing a little bit, and they've gotten some turnovers from the Rockets a lot of the time, and that's going to be another turnover.
That's a pressured turnover right there. Lambert, who is much larger than Rylan Reimolds, got in his mug, and Reimolds tried to use his speed to get around him, but Lambert did a great job of moving his feet and forced Reimolds into a carry.
Pass up top to Hobson. Watson with the drive, gives it over to Holthouse for the 3.
Off.
And he misses. Rebounded by Hobson. Tries to go into the lane. They're going to say that was off the Rockets.
I think it was off maybe Triplett's foot or Escapa's foot. I'm not real sure which.
There was a decent amount of Rocket players down there.
A whole lot of feet, that's for sure.
A whole lot of feet.
1:35 remaining in the first half.
Watson up top with the ball. Looking for somebody. Gives it to Holthouse, who gives it down to Hobson. Hobson getting doubled down there.
He looked to Beck. Beck cut without the basketball, but couldn't get an open look.
Watson with the fake, with the step back for the mid-range shot, and it bounces off the rim and goes in for Drew Watson. Drew Watson gets himself 9 points for the game now so far.
Abram Olson Country Financial Bank shot of the unregular variety. It hit the rim first and then hit the backboard.
We got under a minute, and there's a sports corner 3 for the Rockets, and it hits for number 34, Reed Freitag.
Free tag gets the 3, and this game looked like it might be getting away from the Rockets at the end of the first quarter, but they have hung right in here. It's opened up to 16 right at the start of this quarter, and it's down to 13 right now. It's kind of just hovered in that area, hasn't it?
Got 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Bombers are up 38-25. Looking to take the last shot, or a good shot, I believe, right now.
Bombers, I think, want the last shot, but the nice thing about it for the Rockets is they're not allowing them just to run the clock out, right? They're forcing them to dribble, forcing them to pass, forcing them to do something with the basketball, which, the JV level could always result in a turnover.
7 seconds, gives it to Holthouse. Holthouse for the sports corner 3, misses, rebounded by Lambert, who shoots it, and it goes off the side of the backboard. And that is it for the first half of this JV bout between the Bombers and the Rockets. We'll be back in a little bit for your guys' halftime stats.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
And welcome to halftime here at the state championship game.
All right, welcome back. We're here now with Wanda Foster, the Vice President of Nursing and Clinical Administration. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
Well, what we're going to talk about today is some of the opportunities that are available at MDH for students, whether they be high school students, Spoon River College students, or Western students. MDH has a lot of opportunities to be involved and to learn, right?
We absolutely do. And we look so forward to having students here. We are a clinical site for Western Illinois University and their bachelor's program for nursing, as well as for Spoon River College nursing students and others that are doing some independent study. We welcome students, and we also encourage high school students. If you would like to learn more about nursing, we would love to meet with you. And there are opportunities at the hospital also where they can apply for jobs here, for positions. So we work closely with our nursing students, and we hope to recruit them and attract them and want to come back.
I know that publicly there's been a shortcoming or a shortage of nurses, right? And I know that every hospital and every nursing home and every clinical place period is searching for nurses. So how important is it for MDH to have these groups work with them, whether it be MDH or be Spoon River College or whatever the case may be? How important is it for MDH to then recruit those nurses to stay here and work as a profession?
It's very important. We want nursing students to feel very comfortable here, to enjoy their clinical experience and their opportunities here. And then we want them to feel very comfortable, to give them a good orientation. We hire new graduates, of course, into our acute care area as well as the intensive care unit. We hire new graduates in the emergency room, in home health and hospice, in our OB department, and our surgery department. These are all areas that new graduates can come into. We certainly give them a robust orientation. No one starts on their own until they feel completely ready. They have a mentor certainly with them, and we want to give them the best start for success that we can. And then there are many areas of specialty they can choose to go into. Nursing is a very unique field. You can work full-time, you can work part-time if you need to take time off for some reason. It's a field that you can kind of step into a little bit more than maybe some other fields in healthcare. We also have scholarships available through our auxiliary, through the hospital, and then once someone is an employee here, we do have some tuition reimbursement. So we will certainly help with that.
And going back to the scholarships and the shortages that are across the board, not necessarily at MDH, but everywhere. Right? So everywhere. This is a profession that you can make a good living at and be pretty sure to have a job, right? So
absolutely.
This is a profession that high schoolers that are playing these sporting events or high schoolers that are watching these sporting events should consider, I would imagine.
Yes, very much so. You will always be assured to have a a job, a career in nursing. I hate to call it just a job because you really want someone on that career path who has that passion for caring for people, for providing nursing care. Through your education and through your orientation, we can teach you your skill set. But if you have that passion and the desire to be in the nursing profession, you will do fine.
Yeah, a career and a job, while they might be listed as the same thing, they're really not, correct? I mean, if your career is being a nurse, you're probably going to enjoy it a lot more than if it's a job, right?
That's right. And you don't go into it first and foremost for the money. You go into it because that's what you want to do with your life, and the money certainly will follow.
Yeah, and that goes for anything probably,
Yes.
but the nice thing is right now, whether the money's good or bad, there's always going to be a job.
There will.
If you can get through the schooling and you can learn to love what you're doing, there's always going to be a job for you, right?
And it's not something for high school graduates exclusively. We have many people who have made changes midlife. We have people who have retired from their career in one thing and have chosen to go into nursing. So it's open for any age, and we certainly welcome that.
And you mentioned there's different areas of expertise for nurses. People think of that for doctors, but it's really that same way for nurses, right? I mean, you can be a surgical nurse and really become a great surgical nurse, or you can become a great ICU nurse, or you can do all those things.
Yes.
But if you really want to focus on something or be at OB, which you guys have a great OB department here, if that's what you want your focus to be and you really love working with expected and new mothers and young babies, you can do that, right?
You can do that. We also have positions in our MDH physician clinic practices as well. And if you are in nursing and you can choose to specialize in a certain department, you can choose to go on and be a director or a clinical care coordinator. You can go back to school and become a nurse practitioner, become a certified registered nurse anesthetist. You can go many different directions and really as high as to whatever extent in your education you would like to pursue.
Well, Wanda, thanks for coming and talking to us. We greatly appreciate it. I know that there's probably specific places within MDH that they can reach out to, correct? Is there somewhere that they need to call if they're interested?
I would call
involved?
our human resource department and start there, and then they can help direct and guide you. They can tell you about openings that we currently have. All of our current positions are listed on our MDH website, www.mdh.org. But certainly any positions for high school students, if they would like to start somewhere within the organization or volunteer experience, reach out to Human Resources and they can help direct you.
Well, again, thank you very much, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to Macomb High. This game is brought to you by TSSR Game Time Live and MDH, and also Macomb High Sports brought to you by Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling. Just before we get started with the second half, I got some halftime stats for you guys from our Rushville-Industry Rockets and Macomb High Bombers basketball game. Bombers are leading the way so far with 38 points. That is coming from Cooper Hobson with 2 points in the second quarter. Malachi Conley, who started off with only 1 point in the first, but he ended up scoring 8 points, in the second quarter for his total of 9. Drew Watson has 9 points at halftime. Braden Holthouse so far leading the way in the game with 16 points. However, he didn't score any in the second quarter. He has 16 points all in the first. And for Brady Scalf, 2 points for a total of 38 points. For the Rockets, we got Jager Bartlett with 2 points. Rylan Reynolds with 4. Reed Frutag with 9 points leading the way so far for the Rockets. Macon Kessler with 4. And Hunter Triplett with 6 points for a total of 25 for the Rockets. At the start of the second half, we got the Bombers with the ball. Pass it over to Holthouse. Holthouse for the Sports Corner 3, and he misses it. His shooting has slowed down after the first quarter. He's missed a decent amount of threes in a row so far. Rockets trying to mount a comeback here in the second half, get a win. They've been trying to keep it close so far in the game. Rockets with the ball down in the post, missed the layup, rebounded by Drew Watson, passes it up to Holthouse on the fast break, and he scores the layup. Oh, he missed the layup. And they say that's out of bounds on number 42, Macon Kessler. It'll be Macomb High ball. Holthouse passing it in. He's obviously frustrated with himself after missing that layup. Gives it over to Drew Watson at the top of the key. Holthouse with the ball. Conley with the shot, and he hits it. What I believe they called it a 2-point. Oh, they called it a 2-point shot on Conley. His foot was on the line. Bombers with another steal. Holthouse with the layup, and he makes that one. Holthouse was frustrated, and he ends up getting that layup in. Bombers are now leading 42-25. The shot by number 13, Rylan Reynolds, is blocked. Macomb with another fast break, and that's Drew Watson with the and-one basket.
To be fouled by McGinnis for the Rockets. A little frustration there as the Bombers getting a lot of transition buckets here. And Drew Watson, chance at the old-fashioned three-point play and a chance to give his team a 20-point lead for the first time tonight.
It was the first foul for the Rockets in the second half, so they have a total of 1 for the team. Drew Watson with his free throw.
Missed it.
Rebounded by number 34, Reed Frutag. We got a foul on number 11, Braden Holthouse, his second of the game, team's first of the half. We got 6:38 left in the third quarter. Rockets hadn't even been handed the ball yet.
They're running their play. Freetag's getting over there with his arms up. What are you doing?
And then Freetag throws it out of bounds.
Over the head of Jagger Bartlett, but they were running the play, and Freetag's like, his hands out, like, what are you guys doing? I don't even have the ball yet.
He was confused and upset. He's like,
you guys are killing me.
Bombers now with the ball again. Bombers have gotten a lot of turnovers off the Rockets so far in this game. A lot of fast break opportunities. Conley with the drive. Gets tripped. No foul. Lee with the three misses. Rebounded by Lambert, and he hits the putback layup.
That's a little hip check right there on Malachi, or against Malachi, I should say.
Yeah, he got tripped, but the refs are letting him play pretty rough so far today.
Yeah, if it's in the paint, you're pretty free to do what you want.
Yeah, they're calling it both ways, and that's almost the steal.
Or they're calling it that way both directions, don't get me wrong. But if it's in the paint, you can do what you want. McGinnis jumper
with the shot. Jordan McGinnis, his first points of the game. Nice shot.
5:46 remaining in the third quarter. Drew Watson's been pretty quiet, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has 11 points now. Malachi Conley.
You ever think to yourself, why don't you just stop 4 inches sooner so that can be a 3 instead of a 2?
Yeah, I do. Ooh, nice basket from number 42, Macon Kessler, with the and one opportunity.
Macon Kessler gets the buckets. Lambert gets the foul, I do believe.
It's going to be Lambert's second of the game, team's second of the half.
Langdon Lambert fouled him pretty hard, thinking, if I'm going to get the foul and not give the bucket up. But Macon Kessler powered through the foul, got the bucket, and then missed the free throw.
Misses the free throw. Malachi Conley with another shot. I can't say three because his foot's been on the line, and he missed that one.
That was actually, it was a three, I think.
Yeah.
Or would have been a three. Another turnover. Langdon Lambert with it.
Lambert's been pretty quiet so far today with his first points coming earlier in the third quarter. Holthouse looking for somebody, gives it to Conley, then passes to Lee. Lee down to Lambert, all the way over to Watson. Watson fakes, takes a jump shot, misses, and rebounded by Freitag.
Freitag looks worn out behind the play. Then they throw it away. Maybe he knew something we didn't. He didn't go chasing them down the floor. He just stayed at the offensive end. And he's sucking wind bad. I don't think he's sat down the entire game, though.
No, he's the leading scorer so far for the Rockets. We got number 44 in the game, so we do not have a name for him.
That's Ephraim Vuwa.
He's on the varsity roster, but not the JV.
He is a junior.
It's a fancy name. Sounds cool. Holthouse gives it to Drew Watson. Loses the ball a little bit. Ends up driving, gets the foul, and he'll get 2 shots. He fell pretty hard on that one. He might be surprised that the refs actually called that.
He'll be shooting 2.
The foul's on number 1, Jagger Bartlett. His first, team second.
So Jagger Bartlett picks up the first foul of the game for him. He's played quite a bit, too. So.
He's played a bit. He has 2 points, only coming from the first quarter. Watson off the front of the rim, misses.
He wanted to reshoot that.
Yeah.
It came back to, he's like, better not. This game was completely different in the second quarter when the junior Bartlett, or when the junior number 23, Hunter Triplett, came in, and he's back in. Scout's going to come in now, replacing Langdon Lambert. So this is a little modified JV roster for the Rockets.
Watson hits his second free throw.
You notice, though, they still only have like 3 or 4 kids on the bench over there, so they don't have a lot of kids available. So these smaller schools sometimes have to do that. Reimolds drives in.
Gives it down to the post. Defended Triplett with the layup. Misses. Almost gets his own rebound. Got by Conley. Conley gets the foul on Triplett. That was a nice play by Malachi Conley. Triplett with his first foul.
Yeah, they were both going after the ball, but Conley's quicker.
Yeah, he
quicker enough than Triplett that he got there before him and then got ran. I guess it's good you drew the foul, but he got ran over after he got there.
Lambert just went out, and he's coming right back into the game for Lee. His score is 49-29 with 3:56 left in the third quarter. Macomb Bombers trying to keep that 20-point lead on them. I don't believe there's a timeout here. There is a I'm confused on what happened there exactly, but
McGinnis is coming back in, replacing Reimolds.
The refs blew his whistle, pointed at Macomb, but it's not a tee. They seem to be laughing about something, so it wasn't anything bad.
Miscommunication, it would appear.
Yeah. Drew Watson passes it to Holthouse. Scalf with the ball over to Holthouse. Drew Watson with the ball. Bombers just passing the ball around right now, looking for an open shot. Malachi takes a 3, misses off the front of the rim, rebounded by Triplett. Looking for somebody to pass to, and the Rockets are going to be bringing up the ball down 20 with 3:23 left in the third quarter. Pass it down low to Triplett, who gives it back out. The three-pointer misses off the side for number 30, McGinnis. Rebounded by the Bombers. Gives it to Conley. Takes a solid right-handed layup for Malachi Conley. His 6th point of the third quarter. He has 15 right now. He's playing very well. Triplet with the ball, looking for somebody. Ends up giving it to McGinnis.
He had that a long time.
He had that a while.
Had to be close to 5 seconds.
Looking for the shot, shoots it, misses. That's a flat shot by Triplet. Rebounded by McGinnis, puts it up, misses. Rebounded by number 44.
Now Triplet
Vuwa
goes back up with it. He's fouled finally as Vuwa had a shot. Triplet had a shot. Well, actually, it started with Triplet, then to McGinnis, then to Vuwa, then to Triplet, and he finally got fouled. And Conley's going to pick up the foul finally for the Bombers.
His second,
team's third. 2:31 to go.
I thought he might have got all ball in that shot, but there were so many people around him that you had to call something.
Well, it's the arm swing, right, Luke? I mean, if you Bartlett hits Triplet hits the first one. If you swing the arm like you're going to chop down a tree, more times than not, you're going to get that foul call, and that's what happens.
But you know, it looks cool. I mean,
it looks cool, except unless you're an official, and then it looks like a foul.
I don't know. They've been letting him play pretty rough so far, but
but the windmill chop never gets allowed, hardly ever. Triplet hits both free throws. It's a 20-point game, 51-31, 2:31 remaining.
Bombers up 20 still. Bringing up the ball slowly. Gives it to number 2, is Ryan Penn. A tip pass.
Beck had it tipped away by Jason Klitz.
Watson gets trapped in the corner, gives it to Holthouse. Back to Watson for the 3, almost blocked by Vuwa.
Yep, McGinnis with the rebound.
Vuwa's pass is tipped. We'll see where they call it. They say it's Rockets ball off of number 42, Emmett Burke.
Beck.
I said Burke. Man, I'm telling you, it's the names. Right now. My handwriting is bad. Oh, it seems to be a tip shot from Beck.
McGinnis, it is McGinnis, was standing on the baseline. The ball went right through Vuwa's legs to McGinnis, and McGinnis had an easy pickup, except the problem was it was out of bounds.
So Rain Penn with the ball, gives it to Holthouse, over to Drew Watson. Back to Holthouse. The shot by Holthouse, and he hits the sports corner 3. His first 3 since the first quarter.
McGinnis, a big push on Penn. They're going to say it stays with the Rockets, but man, he pushed Penn in a big way right there.
They're going to call it a travel on Jason Klitz.
It might have been a smidge of a makeup call. .117 to go in the third quarter, 54-31.
Holthouse comes out of the game. Conley comes back in the game for Drew Watson. Number 1, Cooper Hobson also back in the game for the Macomb High Bombers.
Makes you wonder if Holthouse and Watson will see much time the rest of the way. Beck to Hobson.
Holthouse probably getting ready to head up for varsity. Penn with the 3, air ball is rebounded by Conley, thrown back in.
That's going to go
out of bounds. Malachi Conley tried to save the ball, but threw it to nobody and sadly rolled out of bounds. Rockets with the ball. He scores 54-31.
He couldn't have thrown that backwards like that and missed everybody again in 50 tries if he wanted to. McGinnis with the runner.
Nice shot by McGinnis. His 4th point of the game. Conley bringing up the ball. We got 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Conley with the ball in the corner, looking for somebody, gives it over to Beck, goes out of bounds.
Justice Keene over there catching the ball. Bomber Sports Net. Getting ready to do the varsity game, but down there doing a little conversating and a little ball catching.
Rockets with the open 3, misses, rebounded by Malachi Conley. Malachi Conley and Cooper Hobson seem to want to share the ball right there, but
Hobson, I think, actually grabbed it and then
Yeah.
handed it off to Conley, if I'm not mistaken. 10 seconds or so remaining here.
Hobson with the ball. Gives it to Penn. Looking for somebody open.
5 seconds.
3. This is going to be a long shot by Conley off the top of the backboard. That would have been a nice bank shot, you know. That would have
been a good Country Financial Bank shot, but as it is, it did not work. So we'll take a break and come back here at the end of the 3 quarters. 54-33, Bombers with the lead over the Rushville-Industry Rockets.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
We just had a real short break for you guys, but Sports Corner at 124, Macomb's original local sports bar, the Sports Corner at 124. With a focus on local sports, catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124. All while enjoying your favorite cold drinks and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in, say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. Also, Tom Conklin State Farm, face-to-face, over the phone, by email, or by text. You choose how you do business with Tom Conklin. State Farm Macomb. You can reach them at 309-837-1200 or visit them online at www.macombsf.com. Better yet, stop in and get your quote today at 1221 West Jackson Street, Macomb. Coming back into the game. Start of the 4th quarter.
Quarters.
Rockets hoping for a comeback, trying to mount a big one, down 21. That's a layup, and that'll get them started. Number 42, Macon Kessler. First points of the 4th quarter. It's now 35-54. Bombers only have 2 starters left in the game, Conley and Lambert. See how soon it'll be until they go out. Penn with the open Sports Corner 3, and he misses off of the back iron. Rebounded by the Rockets. Rockets bringing up the ball with 7 minutes left to play. That's a 3 for the Rockets. Missed off the front. Rebounded by Buwa, but Conley steals the ball, drives, crosses back. Takes the open 3, misses. Rebounded by Hobson. Looks for the shot, gives it to Penn instead for the 3-pointer. And he hits the Sports Corner 3. That's Penn's first points of the game. The first points for the Bombers in the 4th quarter.
He's not afraid to shoot it, is he?
No, he's not. Shoot or shoot. I think that's a saying, right? Maybe I just said that. That's a nice shot from the Rockets, but it's going to miss. That was number 13, Ryland Reimolds.
And a timeout, as Trapped was free tagged down on the baseline, and Rushville's going to take a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. We'll keep it here and do some live reads for you folks. Thanking some of our sponsors for helping to bring tonight's contest to you here on TSSR Game Time Live. Of course, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling presents Bomber Sports all season long.
Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All of this for only $42 per person, per year, or $38 per year. If you're 65 or older, single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville. Also brought to you by Western Illinois University. At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in because purple stands out. At WIU, there is limitless potential with campuses in Macomb, Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out. You know, right now, I guess I'm trying to get an education that stands out, but I guess
You're on break.
Yeah, I'm here with Dwayne, so that.
You're getting educated, buddy.
I'm getting educated for sure.
Probably not the right way, but you're getting educated. Not the kind of education your mom and dad wanted you to get.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Wait a second. I think I should be offended by that. That's a little hurtful.
Malachi with the nice defense. They get the jump ball. It'll be Macomb Bombers ball. 6:15 left.
My heart hurts a little.
I'm sorry,
I'm
Dwayne.
going to start crying. Not really.
Bombers are leaving 57-35.
I'd like to pretend it's not true.
This is, like, the truth hurts sometimes,
Yeah,
I guess.
yes, that's what I've been told. I just learned it firsthand.
You got 5:50 left in the fourth quarter. Bombers hoping to keep the lead. Penn pass down to Lambert, blocked by Vuwa. Nice defense by the Rockets. Rockets bringing up the ball. That's number 13, Reynolds. Gives it to the corner to McGinnis. Short, hits the front of the rim. Side of the rim, excuse me. Conley with the shot. Nice Euro step. Misses the layup. Would have been really nice for Conley. Tips the ball, gets his steal. The ball's fumbling around.
And McGinnis is going to get the foul call.
There was a lot happening there real quick. That's a second on Jordan McGinnis.
Yeah, that was it looked like a good Euro step, but that probably is not the shot that you want Conley to take in that scenario.
It would have looked cool, but yeah.
Sometimes the shots that look the coolest are not the ones you want to take. And then you got to give him credit, though. He chased it back down, stole it away, and then ran all the way. It was all the way at the other end of the floor when he got taken out with a slide job.
He was kind of upset after the layup didn't go in, but then he hustled down, made a nice play. Bombers got the ball.
Was it a kick slide? Is that what they call it in soccer?
Oh, man, you got the wrong sport for me. I did watch the World Cup, though, this year. That's about it.
Yeah, that's your fault.
Look, in my small towns, all we had was football, baseball, basketball. That's all I ever grew up with. Did play golf for a bit, but we don't talk about that.
I played golf, if that's what you want to call it.
I more so tried. Bombers with the ball, 4:40 left in the fourth quarter.
The one thing I learned about golf is it's a lot more fun when you don't think you're any good.
Yeah. And the moment you think you're good, you get mad. And that's a shot by Lee missed.
Start throwing clubs and stuff. Free tag, bounced it off his head. As McGinnis tried to lead free tag got there and had to save it in bounds and bounced it off his forehead out of bounds when he was trying to throw it over his head.
We got some transfers in for the Rockets. Number 55, Brady Downs. I also
number
believe
32 back in, Brody Brush, and number 24.
Yeah, that'll be Chase Bickerman.
Yep.
Bombers swinging the ball around like they have all day. Rockets playing a 2-3, it looks like, on the Bombers. Conley with the ball, the drive, foul called on number 1, Jaeger Bartlett.
So to set the floor for the two teams, Bartlett, Downs, Bickerman, Brush, and Reynolds on the floor for the Rockets, and some subs coming in for Macomb. And we'll tell you who's left. Beck is going to leave, Hobson's going to leave, and Lambert is going to leave. That'll lead Jeffrey Lee, Malachi Conley. Is that Beck? Who's that number? Nope. Who is that? Number 21 coming into the game. That's Dejar Yusupov. And then also in the game, number 24, Daniel Taylor. Oh, and Mr. Polk Jr., Martin Polk Jr. over there, number 30 on the floor for the Bombers as well. So the Rockets at this point pretty much have seceded. So we're just going to try to get the clock ran out at this point.
That was
with some subs on the game.
Turnaround jump shot by Downs, missed. Conley with the ball, gives it over to Lee. Looking for somebody open.
Conley looks at the three, doesn't go.
Rebound by Downs.
He's a pretty good-sized kid. You're kind of surprised that he doesn't play more.
Oh, steal by Conley with the layup. He took his time on that one, and it rolled out. Conley got to be upset.
He tried to fancy finger roll that one in, and he fancy finger rolled it out is what he did.
Conley got to be upset about that one. Refs discussing. They're going to call a foul. We'll see who this is on.
It might be on. No, it's on 33 Jeff Lee, I do believe. We'll wait and see. It is 33 Jeffrey Lee.
That's going to be his second, team's fourth.
Checking in for the Bombers going to be number 14, Isaac House, replacing Malachi Conley.
Rockets with the ball. The shot right off the inbound, and it goes in for number 1, Jagger Bartlett.
Down to a 20-point lead, 57-37, 2:56 remaining.
Taylor with the ball, gives it to Lee. Looking for somebody, shoots the ball, and he'll get the foul. He'll get 2 shots at the line. That's going to be on number 55, Brady Downs. His first of the game, team's 6th.
So the Bombers will be shooting on every foul the rest of the way. Freetag and McGinnis are headed to the locker room. They'll dress for varsity. Vuwa and Triplett already on their way to the locker room. We're already in the locker room. Lee's free throw is no good.
Lee hasn't scored yet in this game, hoping to get his first basket, get his first points of the game.
Matthew Gock checking in for Lee if he makes this free throw.
And he hits
and
it.
He does.
Number 23, Matthew Gock, in for the Bombers.
We got 2:40 left in the 4th quarter. The pass down to the paint. That's going to be out of bounds on Jager Bartlett. Gock bringing up the ball for the Bombers.
House to Polk Jr. Back to Isaac House. Yusupov.
Gives it to the middle.
Taylor.
The shot, nice shot by Taylor. Get his first bucket of the game. That's going to push the score to 60-37 for the Bombers.
Isaac House nearly with a steal there. Getting down on the floor, getting after it, and a timeout's going to be called by the Rockets. With 2 minutes and 1 second remaining. The 32nd timeout. So we'll just keep it here as we get ready to finish up the fresh soft contest.
Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling. Since 1960, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has provided the greater Macomb area with expert sales, service, and installation of quality home comfort systems. Call your local Carrier dealer today at 309-833-2852 and find out how Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling delivers 365 days of indoor comfort. We got 2 minutes left in this battle between the Bombers and the Rockets. Bombers just hoping to hold on to the lead here. Rockets passing the ball around. Gets stolen by Taylor. Taylor bringing up the ball. They're going to call that on Downs. Downs got one in the face, but they're going to end up calling it on him. That's Downs' second of the game, team 7th.
Yep, and Taylor's going to be shooting one in bonus.
Downs visibly upset off after that call.
Downs leaned in and pushed. He might have got hit in the face, but he pushed as much as he got hit.
Yeah.
So. Tie goes to the runner, you know. And the runner's the offensive player, so that's where that analogy went with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was putting down what you were picking up. Yeah.
Or picking up what I was putting down.
You obviously weren't picking up what I was putting down.
Yeah, something like that.
Taylor misses his first free throw of the 1-and-1. Rockets with the ball. 1:30 left in the 4th quarter of this game. Rockets now just looking for an open shot, trying to get some people to support. Downs with the shot, and it rolls in. His first bucket of the game. Gock bringing up the ball for the Bombers. Passes it over number 14, House. Gives it to the corner. Back to Gock, through his hands, out of bounds. That'll be Rockets ball.
Passing it around up top. 1 minute remaining here in the basketball game.
Bartlett with the ball, still in the game. He hasn't had an awful day so far, but
Isaac House is all over the place, and this is that's the announcer's jinx right there. Came over and ran into and almost over Chase Bickerman and picks up the foul. It'll be his first, team's 5th. At least I think it's his first, right?
Yep, it is his first. House.
He hadn't played
stripping the
enough
ball.
for it to be his second, I didn't
Doc
think.
fell over. I don't think.
Bartlett's three was no good.
Another three for the Rockets. Flat and right off the rim. Passes it all the way up.
Polk Jr. layup is good.
Nice shot by Polk Jr. to get his first points of the game.
Under 30 seconds to go in the basketball game now.
Nice poke by Taylor there to get the ball away from him. House again, just jumping the lanes, getting his hands on the ball. Good defense by House so far in his time in the game.
He's a hustler when he's out there, that is for sure. Yusupov may have got away with a little something there.
I think the refs were trying to let it go. We only got 6 seconds left in the game, but they called it. That's going to be Rockets' ball after that jump ball call.
Yeah, they really didn't want to call that, I don't think. I think you're exactly right. They're like, if this can just go long enough. I'll do my best. That was a little off, and that's how the game is going to end. 62-39. We'll take a real quick break and maybe come back with some stats in a second. And we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
And welcome back to Macomb High School. I want to point out, I think Luke's a broadcasting major, so I don't know really how good his math skills are.
Pretty poor.
Pretty poor. He's trying to tally up some stats as we speak. And you know what's funny is somebody put in here, teach him Dwayne, and he spelled it 2 different ways. He still didn't spell it right.
Yeah, he obviously needs some lessons in that.
You know who that is?
Yeah.
We know who it is. Well, I had to ask who it was. I didn't know who it was, but the little last name kind of had me wondering that it was somebody moderately, possibly related to you. I didn't know for sure. But you got some stats there?
I do got some stats.
Well, let's read them off real quick.
All right, we'll go with the Rushville-Industry Rockets first. They got 39 points at the end of the game. We got Brady Downs with 2 points. His points came in the fourth quarter. Jager Bartlett had 4. Ryan Reynolds with 4 also. Jordan McGinnis with 4 also. With 8 points, Hunter Triplett, who came in the second quarter, tried to get some life back in the Rockets. He had 8. Mack and Kessler also had 8. And the leading scorer for the Rushville-Industry Rockets was Reed Freitag with 9 points. And for the Macomb High Bombers, with 1 point, Jeffrey Lee. With 2, Langdon Lambert. Brady Scalf also had 2 points. Zarain Penn had 3 with 4 points. Cooper Hobson with 12 points. Drew Watson. Malachi Conley ended up with 15 points. Pretty good outing by Malachi Conley. And the leading scorer for the game is Braden Holthouse with 21 points, although 16 of those 21 came in the first quarter.
He didn't play at all in the fourth quarter, though, did he?
No, he did not. He might have played a little bit, some of the first couple of minutes, but he got taken out pretty soon. He scored 5 in the third. And that'll bring the total for the Macomb High Bombers to 62. The Bombers scored a lot off of unerrant turnovers by the Rockets. They ended up playing some really good defense, pressed the ball a lot, full court press on the Rockets. Rockets didn't seem to do much against it, turned over the ball. That was about all they did. Braden Holthouse was on fire in the first quarter, just lighting the way for the Bombers to just cut the wound right open on the Rockets and take the lead.
All right, well, that'll do it for this JV contest here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. You've been watching Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling coverage of Macomb High Sports. We'll close this link, and we'll be back with the varsity link in just a few minutes. For Luke Little, I'm Dwayne Hulett, and Grant Hicks, who isn't really standing there, even though I pointed at the camera, is on camera tonight. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back in the next stream in just a few minutes with the varsity contest between the Rushville-Industry Rockets and the Macomb High Bombers.